Sometimes the mirror doesn't lie, it just tells you something you didn't expect. You change your hair color, hoping to look fresh and glowing, but somehow you look older. Not tired, not sick, just off. The truth is, some shades can quietly age your face by 10 years without you even realizing it. Today, we'll expose the 5 hair color mistakes that do exactly that, and I'll show you what to do instead. Stick around till the end because the final color on this list shocks most women, even stylists. Before we dive in, hit subscribe and join our community of confident women embracing beauty after 60. Every week, we talk about real, honest ways to look and feel radiant again. I've met women from Miami to Manchester who all share one goal: to keep their glow without looking like they're trying too hard. It's not about covering age, it's about choosing colors that reflect light back to your face instead of draining it away. Let's start with a big one.
Mistake 5. Ashy gray blonde. It sounds elegant and modern, but for mature skin, ash is the wrong kind of cool. Ash tones carry gray or blue undertones that flatten warmth in your face, making your skin look pale and dull. They also highlight fine lines and uneven tones, not what we want. If you've ever thought, why do I look tired even after coloring? That's why. The solution? Switch to warm beige, honey blonde, or soft champagne. These shades reflect gentle light and add natural glow. Take Linda from Vancouver, for example. She loved her icy blonde until she tried a warmer beige blend. Suddenly, everyone thought she'd had a facial. That's what warmth does. If you have natural gray hair, add subtle beige lowlights around your face. It gives dimension and keeps your color soft instead of washed out. And please, don't overuse purple shampoo. Once a week is enough to control brass without turning gray into lifeless silver. Ashy tones might look sleek in photos, but in real life, they take away the very thing that makes you glow: warmth. We're not trying to look younger, we're trying to look alive. Up next, we're talking about a color that most women believe makes them look classic and sophisticated. But in reality, it's one of the quickest ways to harden your features and add unwanted years. If your shade sits anywhere near jet black or deep brown, stay with me. You'll want to hear this. Mistake 4. Jet black or deep dark brown. Let's talk about a color that almost every woman has tried at least once: jet black or deep chocolate brown. It feels classic, dramatic, and strong. For years, stylists called it timeless, but here's the truth. After 60, that deep contrast can actually age your face faster than gray hair ever could. Dark shades absorb light instead of reflecting it. That means every line, wrinkle, and shadow around your eyes looks deeper. You might think it gives definition, but what it really does is harden your features and dull your complexion. I remember a woman named Carla from Chicago. She had gorgeous dark hair her whole life and couldn't imagine changing it. But after coloring her roots one last time, she noticed something new. Her skin looked tired, almost gray next to the deep shade. When we lightened her base to a soft mocha brown and added caramel highlights, it completely lifted her look. She called it her mini facelift in a bottle. Here's why this happens. As we age, our skin naturally loses contrast. That's normal. When your hair stays extremely dark, it exaggerates the difference between your skin and your hair, pulling attention away from your eyes and lips. Lighter tones, even just 2 shades up, create harmony again. So if you've been loyal to jet black or espresso brown, try one of these instead: chocolate brown with golden undertones, chestnut with warm highlights, or a root melt technique where your roots stay slightly darker but fade into a softer mid-tone through the ends. These subtle transitions soften your face, add light, and give movement back to your hair. You'll still have depth, but not that harsh wall of darkness that steals warmth from your expression. And here's something most women don't realize. Pure black dye can also make thinning hair more obvious. The scalp reflects light, and the contrast between black strands and pale scalp draws the eyes straight to it. Softer tones disguise that perfectly. So next time you're in the salon, say this to your stylist. I want warmth and depth, not darkness and shadow. They'll know exactly what to do. Remember, we're not fighting age, we're adjusting to light, and light is what makes you radiant.
Mistake 3. Over-bleached platinum or white. So many women lighten their hair thinking it'll brighten their look. And while lighter tones can be flattering, over-bleached hair does the opposite. It doesn't just lighten, it flattens. When hair loses pigment completely, it also loses shine and texture. The result? A dry, brittle look that reflects no light and that makes even the softest skin appear dull and tired. I once met Diane, a retired nurse from Boston who had gone platinum after seeing it on a celebrity. At first, she loved the icy color, but after a few months, she said, "No matter how I style it, my hair looks dead." That's because extreme bleaching strips away moisture, and with less pigment, hair can't catch the light the way it used to. If your goal is brightness, not brittleness, go for tones like creamy beige, pearl blonde, or silver blonde, shades that have depth and warmth mixed in. And if you've already gone very light, balance it out with shadow roots, a slightly darker root area that adds contrast and brings dimension back to your face. Here's a quick trick I give my clients. When in doubt, think sunlight, not snow. Sunlight brings warmth and glow. Snow brings glare and freeze, and that's exactly what over-bleaching can do to your look. Also, keep a light conditioning routine. A hydrating gloss every few weeks adds shine and tone, making light hair look soft instead of straw-like. Remember, bright is beautiful, but over-bleached is aging. Let your color have light and shade, not just white.
Mistake 2. Harsh orange or brassy reds. Red hair is stunning when done right. It can bring warmth, energy, and personality. But the wrong red, especially those bright coppery or orangey tones, can add years faster than you can say touch-up. Why? Because these shades clash with the subtle undertones of mature skin. Instead of enhancing your complexion, they create sharp contrast that exaggerate redness, dark circles, and uneven texture. Think of it this way. If your hair color is the first thing people see before your face, it's probably too strong. I had a client named Margaret from Dallas who adored her bright auburn hair. She said it made her feel young. But in natural light, the orange cast overpowered her skin tone, especially when she wore softer colors. We toned her hair down to a cinnamon brown with rose gold highlights, and suddenly her features looked smoother and more lifted. If you love red, keep it, just refine it. Go for soft auburn, warm chestnut, or muted copper. These tones add warmth without the harshness. And here's another tip. Always ask your colorist to blend a bit of gold or brown into the red. It gives richness instead of flatness. If you color at home, avoid shades labeled bright copper or vivid red. Look for words like warm, subtle, or natural. They'll give you the glow without the glare. And one last thing, lighting matters. The same red that looks gorgeous under salon lights can turn to orange in daylight. Always check your hair color in natural light before committing. The right red can make your eyes sparkle and your skin look alive. The wrong one can turn you into a walking sunset, and not in a good way. So remember, go for reds that whisper warmth, not ones that shout for attention. Next, we're getting to the #1 mistake that ages more women than any other color. And it's not about the shade you choose, but how you wear it. Most women don't even realize they're doing it. But once you fix it, your hair and your entire face will look instantly younger. Stay with me.
Mistake 1. Flat, one-tone coloring. This one's sneaky because it doesn't sound bad. In fact, most women over 60 do it thinking it'll look clean or natural. They pick one solid color, all over, roots to ends, and think,
that'll make my hair look fresh again. But what happens? You lose dimension, and your hair starts to look heavy, dull, and lifeless. It's not about the color itself, it's about depth and movement. When your hair is all one tone, it reflects light in just one way, and that actually hardens your features. I remember a woman named Elaine from Toronto. She had been using one box color for years, a soft brown that looked fine in the bathroom mirror. But under daylight, her hair looked flat and shadowed, like a helmet. We added just a few face framing highlights, nothing dramatic, just enough to bring light around her eyes, and the difference was shocking. She looked refreshed, not younger exactly, but brighter. That's the secret. So here's what works instead. Ask for multi-tonal coloring. That could be soft highlights, low lights, or a balayage that lets your natural hair peek through. These subtle contrasts mimic how youthful hair reflects sunlight, a little lighter here, a little deeper there. If you're coloring at home, use two close shades, one slightly lighter for the top layer, one deeper for underneath. It creates instant fullness. And don't forget your face. Lighter tones around your cheeks or temples lift your look without a single injection or cream. Flat hair color ages you because it hides the sparkle in your expression. Hair should move, bend light, and breathe life into your face. And here's something I tell every woman over 60. Your goal isn't to hide age, it's to enhance vitality. When your hair color reflects your energy, not your birth certificate, people notice your confidence, not your years. Now, before we close, let's talk about the secret combination that stylists swear by for timeless beauty after 60. It's not a formula, it's a balance. Choose a warm base tone that matches your skin's undertone, beige, soft brown, or golden blonde. Then add lighter highlights near your face and slightly darker tones through the back. This mix frames your features, brightens your eyes, and adds depth that looks effortless. The result? Light dances on your hair instead of fighting against it. I call it the glow blend, and it works on everyone, from silver-haired beauties in London to soft brunettes in San Diego. Ladies, I want you to remember this. Age doesn't dull beauty. The wrong choices do. The right color isn't about hiding gray or chasing youth. It's about harmony. When your shade flatters your skin, it lights you up from the inside out. So if you've ever looked in the mirror and thought, something's missing, it's probably not your face. It's your color tone. Now that you know what to avoid and what to embrace, you have everything you need to bring that glow back, effortlessly and gracefully. If today's video helped you see your hair differently, go ahead and click subscribe. Every week, I share real beauty advice for women who know that style doesn't fade, it just evolves. Drop your current hair color in the comments and tell me which shade you're thinking of trying next. I read every comment myself. And remember, your beauty didn't disappear with time. It just needs the right light to shine again. This is Yovita, reminding you that after 60, confidence is the best color you'll ever wear. See you in the next one.